The Magic getting off the bus earlier on, a sharp-dressed and very confident group. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Downtown Detroit shining brightly tonight. What a look at the Motor City from just across the river. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Orlando Magic as they go up against the Detroit Pistons here at Little Caesars Arena. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, for all of the star power Blake Griffin had when he was in Los Angeles, it was tough for him to be the leader of the Clippers. There were bigger voices in the locker room, such as CP3 and Doc Rivers. But Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said, in Detroit, he's definitely the leader. When he speaks, everybody listens. This is his team. Kevin?
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets.
And for that game against the Spurs, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And for Detroit, on the wings, Kennard and Snell. Griffin is out there with John Henson. And it's Rose in at the point guard position. Looking at teams with new coaches, Chris, how long do you think it usually takes a new system to get the kinks out and work properly?
Yeah, hopefully you have veteran players because they can adapt the system a little bit quicker. Younger players, they might not, know the lingo. They might not know necessarily where to be. So you have to practice. And with practice time not being as a premium like it used to be, it's a little tougher. So it takes a while. You want to make sure you kind of look at the season, 82 games. You look at it in 4 20-game stretches. And you hope by that second 20-game stretch, you're into finding your rhythm as a team. And the team's starting to hone in on those little details.
Good perspective. Well, for Detroit, their last game, a loss to Milwaukee.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
Well, the ball movement was lacking. And, Greg, things got stagnant. That's why their offense looked so off.
Here's Vucevic. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Griffin, hoping to put that miserable performance against Milwaukee behind him tonight. Clock at 6. Tries a 3. The shot, no good. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside Fournier. Now the pass to Gordon. Yep, it counts.
The feed off the bounce is in just the right spot.
Here's Rose. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. And Henson kicks to Snell. Pass to Griffin. Shoots over Isaac. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Very rich history for Detroit Pistons. They've been a part of the sports scene in Detroit since 1957, and they have 3 championships to their name.
Here's Rose, following the score by Aaron Gordon. Griffin's shot is off.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Pass to Fultz. Here's Gordon. And Henson pulls it down.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Now here's Rose, guarded by Fultz. And the basket by Rose. Well, you look back at the title team for the Pistons. There were a lot of them. Chris, which team was your favorite?
In I'd have to go back to the bad boys in 89, 90, just watching them get through Boston and then, dominate the Bulls at that time. They went back-to-back winning championships. That was incredible. And it was something special, though, about my boys in the 2014. She, Ben Wallace, Rip, those guys. That was fun to watch as well.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Akers checked in for John Henson. Christian Wood comes in for Blake Griffin. McRae's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Bruce Brown in for Luke Kennard. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Isaac. Doc, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. They get it again. It's another look. Bamba's shot is off. Pistons trail by 4. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Here's McRae from 13 feet. It goes down. 1:22 left here in the first quarter. Augustine with it. Clock at 4. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Gordon. Another miss by Orlando.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
McRae passes to Maker. Outside Rose. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Orlando leading to the left side wing. Three-pointer Augustine buries it from three-point range.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. Gotta have somebody keeping track of it.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Rose. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Left side, Gordon. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe it. I cannot believe that.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Orlando. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
Brown out there with Derrick Rose. Then there's McRae. Then there's Maker. And it's Wood in at the 4. They're the group Detroit will start the second with.
Yeah, and last season, Thonmaker had enough as he asked for a trade out of Milwaukee, and his wish was granted as he was sent to the Pistons. He felt his time with the Bucks had run his course.
That free throw good from Maker. And for Maker, he asked for a trade to get a better chance at seeing the floor.
Maker is still a bit of a project, and he was trying to find more time on the floor. That just wasn't going to be the case, though, with a team in contention like Milwaukee. So it was a move that suited everyone.
Ennis, he's checked in for Orlando. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Magic leading by 6. Passes it to Bamba. And here's Ennis. On the wing, Gordon. Shoots over Brown. Here's Bamba. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And an excellent rebounder who's great at positioning himself. Bamba excels at beating everyone to the spot. Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9½", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Thon Maker. And it's Luke Kennard in for Rose.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Bamba. Right, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there was some great firsts last season. His son Philip was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And that one falls for Bamba. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy, Chris, you ever played alongside?
Oh, man, by far is Jay Will. Jay Will, White Chocolate. He was the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would, it'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality. A hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
Murray outside. From 17 feet out. Not going to go that time. And it's Detroit the other way. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The pass to Brown. Right side, Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Over Bamba. And that one hits back iron. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Magic. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Well, there's no doubting how great Carter Williams passes the ball. He's a true point guard.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now Henson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shots good by Kennard.
Oh, good interior offense. Those passes have to be right on target.
Now here's Carter Williams. Pass to Bamba. Back to Carter Williams. Feeds it to Bamba.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Vucevic. Evan Fournier comes in for Murray. Fultz, he's checked in for Ennis. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams. Good on the second free throw.
And sort of known for that crazy length, Bamba's also extremely bright. Got offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard.
Brown kicks to Griffin. Rebounded by Isaac.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Fournier's shot is off. Pistons trail by 9. Outside Griffin. There's the dish to Henson. Brown the pass to Griffin. Shoots over Isaac. They grab their own miss. Bamba with the block.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot block in the paint.
Here's Fultz. And he drops it in from the low post. Fultz has got the lead up to 11 now for Orlando. The Pistons have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Henson finds Griffin. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Thon Maker's checked in for John Henson. Christian Wood comes in for Blake Griffin. McRae's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Rose in for Brown. Terrence Ross is checked in for Orlando. 55 seconds left in the first half. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Gordon's checked in for Bamba. So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Pacers in Indiana.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They played with energy and communicated well. They made things difficult out there.
Magic moving the ball around, and the basket is good. Fournier's got his first points of the night.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
McRae kicks to Snell. From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Orlando. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. You know, our coaches really drew up something good for us. You know, they wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the small forward position.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves, terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros, a response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
And the chemistry Griffin has with his teammates, he's so good at realizing when to jump for the alley-oop.
On the wing, Gordon, uncovered, and that one goes long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Griffin, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Brown is checked in for the Pistons. The Magic also changing it up. James Ennis, he'll check in for Jonathan Isaac. Doc comes in for Evan Fournier. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Rose in the post. Carter-Williams covering.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when you take care of the backboard, you can limit teams to one shot. Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Now in his 6th season in the NBA, hard to believe Aaron Gordon is still just 24 years of age.
Not much older than some rookies coming in. You wonder what his ceiling will be.
And Orlando making a change here. Bamba's checked in. Free throw good, Gordon. Chris, you have been passionate about honoring those who blaze the trail for today's NBA, like the Globetrotters and the Wrens, in the days before integration.
Yeah. I mean, you think about what they've gone through off the court and on the court, and anyone, regardless of color, nationality, of just paving the way for a basketball player, I want to say thank you. Let's just think about what Red Auerbach did. Drafting the first African-American player, making the first African-American player coach in Bill Russell, who won the championship that year, and leaving him a good team. And if you look at organizations like the Black Fives who bring an awareness to the games, and you just want to understand your legacy culturally, and that's why I have to, every time I see Mr. Bill Russell, Big O, or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I give him a big hug and a wet kiss on the cheek, because I just thank them for not only advancing the movement in sports, but culturally. Sports has always sent a message to the culture and society about how cool teammates work together and how you can overcome a problem by working together. And so I really thank them for enduring all of the hardships that they did so that we can reap the benefits. So it's been awesome to be part of the league and be able to shake hands with those that have blazed trails for us.
That is so admirable on your part. 5 on the clock. This one for 3. Detroit with the rebound. Henson's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting them.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Magic with the ball. Bamba dishes to Ennis. Gordon the pass to Carter-Williams. Shot clock at 6. The teardrop falls in. And the Magic lead by 20.
Great extension on the floater. Carter-Williams making sure no defender could block that one.
Rose passes to Henson. Pass to Kennard. Pass to Griffin. Over Ennis. That doesn't go either for Griffin.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Doc the pass to Bamba.
And right now, Bamba is still working on the offensive side, but the intent is there, able to draw that foul.
He shot 3 of 5 from the line. That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to get...
Here is Rose. Here's Wood. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, great job of getting the look before the horn sounded and gaining some momentum.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Magic lead by 19. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Tony Snell is out there with Wood. Then there's Maker. Then it's Rose. And it's McCray in at the 2. That's the group for Detroit right now. Augustine against Rose. The offensive rebound. Vucevic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Thon Maker. And the first one drops. Fans, broadcasters love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game. So anything that takes away from team scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score. Don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too long.
Right.
Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight in the game.
And they pick up 2.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
And Augustine kicks to Ross. It's Fournier on the wing. Takes a shot at the elbow. Offensive rebound. And Maker sends it back.
Proving he can be an active defender. Great hustle from Maker to stifle the shoot.
McCray passes to Snell. Rose against Augustine. 6 to shoot. And it's in there. And it's 6 points for Derrick Rose.
And you can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Fournier finds Ross. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Sinks the triple. Vucevic has got 5 points in the quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Yeah, D like that isn't going to get you back in the game. You have to stay connected to these shooters.
And, well, Detroit shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. Rose against Augustine. Snell dishes to Rose. Here's McRae. He's guarded by Fournier. From deep. And that one is off. And Orlando the other way now. Augustine looking around. The pass to Vucevic. And along with the association, we've seen the growth of the G League, the WNBA, the 2K League. Chris, which of those have you followed the most?
Well, first let me say I should have been drafted by the 2K League because I'm really nice. Matter of fact, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I will beat you in the game that I'm talking on right now. But secondly,
I know you will.
I love the WNBA, from Lisa Leslie to Cheryl Swoops to my girl Candace Parker. Are you kidding me? The skill set of these ladies, oh, they have game. And I can't say I followed one the most because even the G League and their all-star game I followed. Right now it's a great time for hoops, and all three of these leagues I'm in on.
Rose, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Rose has got 6 here in this quarter.
So tough to contain Derrick Rose. He's got it all: size, quickness, and an airtight handle.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the time.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Orlando.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Vucevic.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Wood can't hit. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Fournier with the ball. Here's Isaac. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Detroit gets called for the foul. That's good from Isaac.
And Isaac really continues to intrigue you. A 6'10" forward who's just got great agility and can be a nightmare in transition.
And so he makes both from the line. And here is Doumbouya. And he dunks it down.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Olden. This is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Good game out there, fellas.